Heavner Wolf Nation. And we're here today with our weekly Facebook Live update. And, we got a few more we got to train, and some of our other admin leadership team will be here in just a little bit. They had some other meetings that they had to attend as well. So here's one right here. Here we go. So anyway, but we do have Miss Cox, Lower Elementary. We have Grant Rawls, Upper Elementary. Got Jim Rowe with me, Athletic Director, and our head girls basketball coach. I'm Ed Wilson, and we're going to give you an update today. We want to thank the Heavner Ledger and Craig Hall for all that he does in hosting this event for us weekly, and we're just appreciative. We've got a kind of a rainy day today, and so anyway, but we big news. We got big news today.
Yes, we do.
We got some big news. And, our admin leadership team, we met today. Of course, just go back a little bit. We started school August 20th. We went 2 days in, and then we come back at Monday and Tuesday, and we went 2, and then we did our 3 days out. We were starting that schedule just to kind of get things going because of where the COVID-19 numbers had how they had changed, and how, we had spiked in our county and whatnot. Well, unfortunately, that hasn't changed just a whole drastically amount a lot, but there is some good news. It has dipped some, which is good. But on the flip side, though, we had to go to our distance learning / remote learning model simply because several of our faculty and staff had either tested positive, or they had been around somebody, so they were under quarantine. Well, of course, that was a different perspective. It wasn't necessarily our students or our kiddos that was getting it. But anyway, it forced us to a 2-week, actually I believe it was 8 days, if I remember right. Is that correct?
Yes.
9 days, 9 days, to where we've actually just did our distance learning / remote learning model. And that's currently what we're in today. In 8 days, it is 8 days, yes. And so anyway, but after our meeting today, and looking at our faculty numbers and, and where we're currently at, and we'll discuss that a little bit more in greater depth, but the good news is we're planning to have our in-face instruction begin Monday. And guys, we're poised and ready, and we're primed and ready. I think there's a lot of excitement, from the leadership team, and we're going to try to go 5 full days next week. 5 full days of in-class instruction, in-person instruction, excuse me. And so that's what we're terribly excited about. That's kind of the big news about the, maybe I hope I didn't steal anybody's thunder or anything, but anyway, we're excited about that. So to get it going, Ms. Cox, Lower Elementary, give us kind of a rundown.
All right. I just want to remind everyone, since we are coming back to school on Monday, be sure you have your mask. Parents, anytime you come into the building, you have to have your mask. People were real good there at the beginning, making sure they had their mask, and then they kind of got lax a little bit. We do provide disposable masks if you happen to forget it. It's not that we won't let you in the building, but it just makes it much easier on us if you bring your mask with you and you have it on when you come to the door. And you do have to have an appointment to come into the building to meet the teachers or whatever your business is inside our building. So be sure you get those masks back out and put them on your kiddos before they come to school on Monday morning. The only other thing I have, Mr. Wilson, is we have parent conferences this afternoon. They are going to be total virtual. So the teachers will either be calling or setting up a Google Meet with the parents. And some of those have already been taking place. I've had some real good response on some of my teachers where they have done a Google Meet. And they're real excited about doing these because they said that they can show their screen and it shows the students' work, and then they're talking to the parent and everything. So those have been really successful, and still being able to do it face-to-face. But if you don't want to do a Google Meet, just the teacher will be trying to call you. So if they don't get in touch with you, it doesn't mean they haven't tried, they just haven't been able to. So you can call the school and we'll get a hold of the teacher for you and let them know that you need them to call you or send you a link to do a Google Meet.
Yes, ma'am. So hey, this is a good time just to kind of lead right into that. Hey, We've been out for, basically 2 weeks without any in-class instruction, in-person instruction. We haven't ran our buses, so let's just kind of go over that real quick, okay? Out there, Wolf Nation, you're coming back Monday, all right? You got to have a mask in your transition areas, okay? Cafeteria lines, in the hallways, okay? What about also transportation, bus? If you're going to ride a bus, you've got to have that mask, okay? That's just how it is. You got to have the mask, okay? All right, and we're going to say that probably 99,000 times during this Facebook Live. So anyway, all right, Mr. Rawls.
Well, first of all, Mr. Wilson said it was raining outside, but there's sun shining inside. I can tell you that because we're just glad to want to get everybody back in the classroom. First of all, I want to shout out to our teachers. They have done an outstanding job. I know there's kinks that we have, and they've worked on it. They've stressed themselves out, but they've really stepped up to do the job. It's important. Tonight we do have parent-teacher conference. Make sure you check your students' grades. Get online on Power School and find out what they've got. I know last Friday we sent out 180 something progress reports, so you should have received them either Monday or Tuesday at the latest to see where your child is at. Make sure you check those, and if you have any questions, feel free to call our teachers. I don't care if it is after school today, anytime today, this evening. Let's get the answers of what we need. And like I said, the teachers, I can tell you right now, they were, I think, dancing in the hallways earlier, but they were wearing their masks while they was doing it. So they're wanting the kids back too. They want to be here just as bad as the kids do, and we want them back just as bad as you parents do. So get the word out, and we're looking forward to it. And if there's anything we can do, we're transitioning back into full time in the classroom. We're here. You've got our numbers at the elementary and the other buildings. And if you need anything, give us a call. Like he said on masks, if something happens, your kid comes to school without a mask, we do have masks, that the state provided. So I've got several, a couple hundred in my office right now that we'll be giving out to the teachers or to the students that need them. So feel free to tell them to come by and get one if they need one from me. Door's always open. Give us a call. Tonight, like I said, we're here till 7 o'clock tonight. Teachers will be in and out, going into other rooms for Google Meet meetings, and may have to put you on hold and get you a phone call, back to you. But, whatever we can do, we're here for you. So just remember that, okay? So let us know. Thank you. That's all I've got.
All right. Thank you there, Mr. Rawls. We appreciate it. Now, touched on a lot of big things there. We do have the parent-teacher conferences. We're excited. We think that's something that we were able to do to get the conversations rolling. They actually started earlier this week. With our phone calls, emails, and then trying to make contact with our kiddos. And so we're very appreciative of that. So, and they will get back to you. All of our instructors. And a big shout out. They have done well. They've done exceptionally well. They have stressed about it. That's right on point right there. They've stressed about trying to get it going, but I'll tell you, some of the lessons that I have seen, and some of the lessons, all the hard work has just really come together. And so, hey, School of Hard Knocks, we learned some things. We learned what was successful, and we also learned some of the things that we needed to adjust on. So, up next is Athletic Director Coach Jimmy Roll.
Well, our sports schedules they've been rocking along. We'll start with softball. Last night, junior high county tournament, our junior high softball girls won 2, lost 1. Very proud of them. They will play, hopefully, if they get the fields ready, it doesn't rain anymore, tomorrow at, I think, with 3:15, Brent? Is that right? 3:15, and we play the winner of
Fanshawe and Spiro.
Fanshawe and Spiro. So that's great news. Football, Friday night, we host the Valiant Bulldogs. We hope, we want to see everybody there with purple. We also want to see you practice and social distance and do everything we can, but still we want a big crowd. We're 1-0, hopefully we'll go 2-0. Monday night, we have our first junior high football game here. I believe we play the Wolverton Diggers, so hopefully that'll work out good. Tuesday, I believe our cross country will go to Acorn, Arkansas, and run a cross country meet. And next week also at the PARC and I think Toledo High School, we will have our high school county softball tournament. Other than that, everything is looking good.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Let's see here. Can these guys, are they seeing what y'all getting? Get over here. Yeah, we're kind of moving around here where they can be seen.
I got 'em.
You got them? All right. We have high school assistant, Mr. Eddie Nelson. We have high school principal Robert Craig here. They joined us. They've been having some meetings going on, and so, you know, and getting things and getting preparation back. We'll start with you, Mr. Nelson. You got anything you want to update us on?
Just excited to finally when we get the kids back, being really excited to see them all. I've not got to see a lot of them yet, and so I'll be excited to see them all, and got plans ready in place and stuff.
Good deal.
Hope parents contact their child's teacher tonight, the parent-teacher conference.
Right on, yeah. Right, that's big. I mean, you know, that's what we want, you know, and even though we even delayed the start of school, we went ahead and kept our original parent-teacher conference just to go ahead, because we had so many different, you know, changes, you know what I mean? You know, we had changes in the way that we did start, and we had changes, and then, you know, after we just been here a few days, you know, and then with some of our faculty and staff, and then so we, you know, trying to get those bumps in the road, so to speak, leveled out and making it. So now here we are, kind of back on track. You know, we're praying that we get to stay on track. So anyway, we are excited about that. But those parent-teacher conferences are vital, okay? They're vital. Mr. Craig.
All I can say, guys, is go Wolves. I've been down the last couple of weeks because I've had the COVID, and now I'm back and I'm ready to get started. And I hope all you students out there is ready to come back and go to work. Let's get this done and over with.
Yeah, it's time to no more sleeping in. Is that right?
No more sleeping in. Let's go.
That's right. No more sleeping in, and so. Hey, listen, you know, the Wolf family, you know, hey, we've seen it, you know, we've been, you know, we've had, you know, a lot of our faculty staff and, you know, our family up here, you know, that we work with, our work family, you know, we have seen it, you know what I'm saying? And had some firsthand experience with it, you know, Mr. Both these gentlemen right here, you know, and did you?
I did never have.
Never have it. Just quarantine. That's right. Yeah. So, so with that being said, you know, we know, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that it's a real deal. And so, but, you know, the big thing is that where we're at is that, you know, we're trying to, you know, we got to get back in, you know, it's kind of like when you ride a bicycle and you know, or you ride a horse for our area, you know, you get thrown off, you know, you got to get up, dust yourself off, and you got to get back in the saddle or get back on the bike, and you got to get going again. Well, that's where we're at. You know, we're ready to get going, and I know our teachers are ready to get going, and so, anyway, transportation, Mr. Craig, you want to talk to us a little bit about transportation, reiterating that you got to have a mask and you know.
Everyone that's on a bus, if you're the driver or if you're the student, you have to wear a mask. We want to keep this stuff down. When you're in the school, walking between classes, going down the hall, we want you with a mask. You may wear a mask in the classroom. I would advise it, because you don't want this, because it's bad stuff. When you're in the cafeteria, in the line, we need you to wear a mask. The more you wear a mask up here at school and around, the less chance you're going to catch it or spread it. And so we want everyone to wear a mask, but always on a bus, because it's confined and everything. Keep your windows down unless it's raining or something. Just go for safety.
Yeah, as long as that weather's permissible, and keep those windows down, that's right. Well, hey, you know, we talked a little bit about, you know, hey, we're getting ready to start back. You know, our goal is to, you know, try to put in a full 5-day in-person week next week. Also, we're going to talk about we've talked about our parent-teacher conferences. We know they can be virtual, they can be on the phone, they can FaceTime, you can Google Meet, email, conference calls, all these are appropriate. So whatever means that you can get through and dialogue with your, you know, your students, teachers, you know, or even their coaches, whatever, you know, that's just something that is, it's vital. It's very, very important. So anyway, you know, and just to kind of go through, you know, through a few more things here. The quarterback club wanted us to tell everybody out there that they're gonna be, they're planning on selling turkey legs, so we kind of, you know, put out a little deal on our school Facebook page. Hey, that's Thanksgiving in September, right there, all right? You got turkey legs, they're gonna be selling turkey legs as a fundraiser for their quarterback club tomorrow night. I think it's $8 a leg, and so, be sure to come out and give them a little support there, you know. And then some of the other things that I have here, you know, is just that, you know, as we go through, you know, we got to have a disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? And the disclaimer is simply going to be that this is our plan. This is what we would like to see. This is where we want to go. But, you know, you never know. There's got to be elements of flexibility in it because, you know, if you recall when this happened before, it was actually on a Sunday afternoon, you know, when we realized that, you know, that some of our instructors and faculty and staff weren't going to be able to be here. Those that drive a bus and those that are, you know, in the classroom, you know, to monitor kids. So, you know, it could be. I mean, yeah, the plan is on Thursday, but if something was to transpire, you know, as we go through, you know, Sunday, you know, so our deal is, and what we're trying to communicate to you is that it could, you know, we got to have that element of flexibility because, you know, we don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're just trying to plan, and we're trying to get our kids back, and we're trying to get your students educated. So, Craig, you had any questions? Or anything?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, what else have we missed anything? You know, this is kind of what we were talking about earlier, and you know, we talked about a lot of information. You know, different pieces. You know, and let me tell you, this group right here is. You know, they have a lot of angles that they have to cover, you know, from activities to classroom settings to technology. And while we're on the subject of technology, I'm just going to tell you, we've got some of the brightest IT people that you will ever see. You know, Mr. Scroggins and Miss Dorena, I'm telling you, they've done wonders for us. Okay, they've just been, you know, they're instrumental, they're vital, and we're just so appreciative of them. So, but anyway, you know. We've got different angles that we have to cover, and so it just takes, you know, it takes a lot of people looking at a lot of different angles, and I got to give a shout out to Nurse Jamie. You know what I'm saying? Nurse Jamie Winters. I'm telling you, she's just been there since day one. You know what I'm saying? And you know, being our point of contact for the district, you know, and for the health department. And, you know, and we lean heavy on her, we rely on her to, you know, give us those, you know, to have that communication, and we're just so appreciative of Nurse Jamie. She's just she's a jewel, let me just tell you, you know what I'm saying? And so we're very fortunate to have all these good people. I am extremely fortunate, I am extremely blessed, I am extremely lucky, whatever descriptive term you want to use, to have people that I work with that are so talented that are able to get out there and make this school district as great as what it is. And so we're so appreciative of that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had one question, Ed. Is the COVID alert map not playing any elements in making the decision to go back? That is what the State Department of Education is basing their recommendations on, and we are far from being in the yellow zone.
Yeah, that is true. That COVID alert map, though, what we have seen is that, you know, that it changes, you know what I'm saying? And so we kind of look at also like where our zip code is at, you know, what they have listed on our zip code. And so, but we do know that, you know, it wasn't our student population in the beginning. It wasn't our student population when we looked at that. It was our adult population, our faculty and staff that helped us, or actually guided us to make those decisions earlier, you know. And so, you know, not to say that you know, that it can't escalate or it can't climb. You know, we just come off of a doggone Labor Day weekend, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, all of us have been around family and friends, you know, and had celebrations. So, you know, again, we don't have a crystal ball, but we just know that, you know, what time we've lost, you know, instruction-wise, in the in-person, and some of the issues that we face with connectivity, and then looking at it as a district-wide team meeting, and knowing that we got our faculty back and, you know, and a lot of feedback that we've had from our parents, you know, they've been ready for their kids to be in school, so, anyway. All right, anything else?
Yep, that was all the comments, I believe. We had several of them saying they're glad they're going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, you know, and let me tell you something, you know, there's nothing that's easy about any of these decisions. You know, when I first started, you know, back in August, my little goatee it was all one color, you know, and now it's got a lot of gray in it, you know, and I am kidding, I've had some gray for a while. But the whole bottom line of it is none of these decisions are easy, and none of these decisions are lighthearted, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of them are popular, some of them are unpopular, and, you know, but, you know, you look around our county, I don't know of any other district that's faced what we faced, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all? You know what I'm saying? You know, on the magnitude that we did, and so, we think that, you know, if we have something that comes up, then we will, you know, we'll react and we'll adjust to it, so, anyway. But anyway, y'all got any closing remarks?
I'm
Any
good.
closing statements?
No, just
No?
excited.
We're
No? You
excited.
guys are excited?
Yeah.
Excited to see the
Excited?
kids.
All right, we're excited.
She made a chair.
You know, we'll get out there and we'll see if we can, you know, get ready and try to stay dry tomorrow night, you know, so, anyway. Anything else, Mr. Hall?
That's it, Ed.
All right, guys. Hey, Wolf Nation, we appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave you with one thing. Never underestimate the power of a mom, dad, parent, grandparent, anybody that's willing to support a kid and support your kid, your grandkid, or this community. Oh, and let me back up just one thing. I do have one, but never underestimate the power that you do have. Also, your students may have received what's called this PEBT card, okay? That didn't come from the school, but that came from a program. And what that is that I think it was up to maybe $250 could be, a student could be eligible for up to $250 on this EBT card. And it was put out by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, okay? And because our school district is on this community eligible program where all the kids eat free, okay? All of our students that are enrolled at Heaton Public Schools eat free. Because of that, they qualified for that PEBT card, which is a good thing. Now, I'm going a long way around the barn to tell you though, because you took the time as parents and guardians to fill out those forms at the beginning of each school year, which helps us to qualify to be that community eligible program. It also helped all of our students get these cards. Now, the cards didn't come from the school. They came from the federal government through the state government, state of Oklahoma. But because you took the time to fill those forms out and we got our numbers to where we could get, it's just a good thing all the way around. It's win-win. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so we're excited about that. But again, don't ever underestimate, you know, the power of being a loving parent, a caring parent. And all I can say is we appreciate all the support and we thank you. Go Wolves. Thank you again.